Welcome to the Game Lounge.
Just a minor setback.
Ah, did we get them all? Yes. Oh, we kept most of the people alive.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Okay. There. Completely missed that. Alrighty. Where is this? Find the Eldar cache. No, that's not right. Where did it say it was? Try to find about it in the Cineris Maleficum Nebula. Oh, that's where I am. The Cineris Maleficum. Nice. I don't know what that is. Unforeseen event. The golden forests of Emberworld look enchanting even from orbit. Can I attribute? Leave the world alone? Okay. Alright. I guess there's nothing that we can do there. Unforeseen event is nothing. Alright, so let's go to Lapidus Mortis. Oh, that's... Oh, something's gonna happen. Oh, the Medicaid teams from the lower decks reported the appearance of a dense purple fog that causes people to develop mutant deformities, short tentacles roughly the length of a pinky finger. Since the deformities do not interfere with the crew's performance, the Medicaid are not certain whether this phenomenon should be a cause for concern, but the riffraff are already whispering of heresy. Organized prayers and sacred rituals. Led by the preachers of the ecclesiarchy, the Voidsmen gathered for a mass prayer as the priests chanted holy verses to banish the corruption. Some of the more severely infested crew members failed to endure the celebration of the God Emperor's glory and perished before the vessel could leave the Immaterium. Well, hey. Chart new routes. Oh boy. Let's check out the Hulk first. What's the Hulk? Artificial facility. Wow. Oh. What just happened? A vigilant member of the Augur crew has detected a small xenos vessel drifting through the void. The ship is unpowered and shows no signs of being crewed. Send a boarding shuttle. The squad boarded the vessel without issue. Corrosion has laid waste to the ship's systems, which led to the death of the entire crew. The interior is full of Eldari corpses. No weapons were found on board, and the dead xenos, judged by their clothing, were not part of any warrior caste. Merely the crew of the now-defunct ship. The Xenos Airless claims to have recognized the symbols on the dead Eldari's clothes. They were civilian refugees from craft world Kruderak. Oh, okay. Let's scan this one. Nothing. Oh, some stuff. Xenotech. 3. Sure. Charred ruins have been detected on the planet's surface. The architecture, building materials, layout, and passages betray their Xenos origin. There are currently no signs of Xeno activity on the planet, and the ruins seems to be abandoned. Run a detailed scan. The burnt husk of an Imperial shuttle has been found in the heart of the ruins. The pilot's remains are badly damaged. It would seem the shuttle smashed into the building at full speed, causing the fire that destroyed it. Oh. Cabela claims that the pilot's fierce and fearless spirit has not departed the remains to go to the Undying One. She proposes to honor the hero and decorate the bow of the flagship with their bones, so that they may continue to fight the enemies of humanity in death. Sure. Nice. The servants of the blood-spun web solemnly place the bones in the bow, plating while the crew watches with sacred ceremony with awe. The God Emperor has sent them a mighty spirit protector. Nice. I have bones protecting the front of my ship now. Big rocky asteroid. Plasteel. I have so much plasteel. I do not need more plasteel right now. What's on this one? Adamantium. Okay. Actually, wait. Contracts. What can I do there? Blood and evium. Oh yeah, people. I need weapons. Okay. There. Jeez. 8 plasteel. Jeez. Let's just quick save. And then... Oh, wait. No.
Mighty machine spirit, lend us a modicum of thy power.
My premonitions never fail me.
Alright. Pretty sure we just get the frigate back after that anyway, so... We need to do a hull repair. Oh, we'll have to upgrade that at some point. Okay. Nothing there. Last chance of Cyrene. Oh, plasma crew, drive crews, big crap. Oh, we're doing this again. Alright, we'll go again. Oh, let's do this.
Always keep your eye on the prize. You will beg for mercy, but I will grant none.
I will fight if I must.
My vow is
Better be in next.
So many knives.
Let us not go.
At least I'm assuming this is the way out, because I'm pretty sure that's where I came in. Aha. Charge new routes. Nice. Oh, an unidentified object has been located in the system. The artifact reacts to our transmissions by releasing unknown radiation, most likely of xeno origin. The cogs are reporting. If you want to get a closer look, we need to close the distance between the vessel and the object. Where are we? There's a Hulk over here. On these worlds. So far, not much. So far, just XP. I have also heard to maybe not do that, because once you do that, I think Urlet leaves. And I'm not ready to lose my sniper. My sniper. Promethium. Can use that. At first, it looked like the snowy and desolate planet was devoid of surprises, but the yellow and orange flickering of the lumens and notifications from the auger system informed the officers there was a small colony that survived in spite of the harsh climatic conditions. All attempts to hail the colony have failed. Send a scouting party. The explorers report the dismal condition of the settlement and its inhabitants. Their skin is translucent and pale. Their icy blue eyes see practically no color. Their language is rough and guttural, and their stomachs cannot tolerate anything except a stew made from local roots and mosses. And yet they are subjects of the Imperium, still loyal to the Emperor. They have mistaken your people for his emissaries. Oh, find out what happened. The local elders woefully reminisced about times long ago. Most of them were still sheltered in their mothers' wombs when snow first settled on the verdant fields. Hail ruined the crops, and frost hardened the soil. Plants and large beasts that could not sustain themselves were the first to go. They were soon followed by the birds and other small animals. Most people in large cities perished, unable to warm themselves or their families. They say that the governor and his entourage left the world in the first days of winter, taking all the provisions and fuel with them. No one responded to the pleas from this dying world. The stars remained deaf to the messages transmitted by the planet's Vox stations. These abandoned subjects of the Imperium still managed to save the machines and other valuables, but they were of little use without supply of promethium. And yet those who survived eventually adapted to the tribulations that the God Emperor bestowed upon them. Well, just abandon them. Like, that's lame. You can't come back. Where's my cargo? Budget management, colony management, cargo management. There it is. Really? That's lame. Oh, I should do that just in case. Colony management. There we go. Troubling news has arrived from Janus, your lordship. While digging an irrigation ditch, workers found a xeno obelisk made of unknown material. It was delivered to a laboratorium and subjected to a number of tests, one of which caused a reaction. The obelisk generated a low-frequency vibration, and the events that followed were catastrophic. A series of anomalies were recorded in Epsilon 2 Marjoris region. It is almost like Janus itself is fighting us there. Many logistical chains have been disrupted. The only people who visit the uncontrolled territory are the wretches fleeing deeper into the region in greater and greater numbers. The observers report strange fires in the sky at night, completely imperceptible to the augurs. The Chem princes are hastily summoning militias and getting ready to start a purifying crusade. They await your lordship's blessing. What exactly is happening? The vegetation demonstrated a remarkable ability for wild growth. It took the plants only 2 days to overrun the agri-complexes in the region. Extinct species of local megafauna have been spotted in the newly reformed jungle, aggressive and acting in unnatural cohesion. What about the wretches? We do not know. It is as if they all received a signal telling them to abandon their work and rush deep into the afflicted territory. Some were stopped by the watchmen appointed by your order. Unfortunately, about 100 still made their way into the region. Permission to advise. Janus's natural world is rising up. It is a lucky coincidence that the planet boasts experts who specialize in both controlling and destroying life. Reports from the Magos biologists' chapel make no mention of storing weapons of mass destruction, but I have no doubt they possess some. They always do. I see no reason to not let them use them against all this, whatever it is. Deployment of fortified research stations in the affected sectors is recommended. The benefit of gathering more information justifies the increased casualty rate among personnel. The wretches know more about this pestilent growth than we do, something we must quickly rectify. We should capture some of these mutants and force them to cooperate. That way we can learn what we are dealing with. Well, that gives me that. Burn it. The assault on the corrupted region began. The campaign led to unexpected and inexplicable anxiety among the peasantry. The Lord Captain had no choice but to assume personal command and direct the operation from aboard his ship, boosting the soldiers' morale and demonstrating his military prowess. The tip of the spear was comprised of Scutari maniples armed with radium carbines, phosphate bombs, and other equally fearsome weaponry. The land that they left in their wake resembled the scarlet wastes of Mars. Right, yeah, I need, like, ridiculous reputation. Oh boy. On Kiavagama. Lord Captain, after the unsealing of Lady Theodora's secret workshop on Kiavagama, an epidemic of mysterious tech leprosy has broken out. Augments mutate into distorted forms, killing their hosts. Machines and even entire assembly halls break it apart into fragments that devour each other, fusing into grotesque and insane forms. That's horrifying. The Omega-18 Manufactorum, the epicenter of the epidemic, is cordoned off, but the disease will burst out of there sooner or later. What is known? Oh, fuck. Damn it, we have not faced anything like this before. The plague only affects mechanisms, forcing them to transform and lose all functionality. No one has been able to provide insight into the nature of this disease, or how it found its way into Lady Theodora's secret workshop. It is possible that some secret research was being carried out there. Dang it, I lost a profit factor. The eradication of the infection is the highest priority, but to completely eradicate the Manufactorum serving the epicenter is to inflict serious damage to the resource supply. This unit, I can propose another method of purging. However, the sacraments of the Omnissiah that are available to me cannot be revealed to the laity. I ask that you place your trust in me. Cyrene, do not be so hasty with his purge. This phenomenon may be of interest to other specialists. There are many who do not agree with all knowledge belonging solely to the colleagues. What appears to be a plague could hold amazing possibilities. If we could isolate the Manufactorum and let these inquisitive minds inside, they would happily compensate us for the loss of production capacity. I have suppressed 18 different epidemics aboard the flagship, and our officers have experienced in setting up quarantines. We will send them to Gavagama to lead the tech brigade or squads. They will not return from the epicenter until the infection is eradicated and the preventative exclusion zone is taken down. Even metal dies eventually, scarred by corrosion. To combat those who have stripped away their flesh and replaced it with machinery, the Bloodspun Web has procured a remedy, an acidic compound that burns through steel. We stand ready to help to burn out this tech leprosy. I like this one. The tech priests, armed with a mysterious device that they assembled according to the instructions of Magos and Newman, entered the bowels of the Manufactorum. What happened in there is unknown. Reports speak of a blue and green flash that illuminated the Manufactorum, and the epidemic subsided overnight. The distorted mechanisms were honorably melted down, and so were the bodies of the dead tech priests who carried the machine of Magos and Newman, as well as the burnt remains of the machine itself. The eminent Magos refused to comment on his chosen method of purging, calling it a revelation of the Omnissiah that he himself could not comprehend before it left him. Many of the tech priests who had once maintained this Manufactorum were left without a function and transferred to serve aboard the rogue trader ship. Nice. Sure. Just gonna save the game now. Okay, what should I do? Let's do the Xeno artifact. Oh, it's a book time. Oh boy. Look out. Bridge. We have an unknown object dead ahead. Not an asteroid. Clearly artificial in nature, but it's larger than Footfall Station. Bridge. Copy that. Report relayed to the officer on duty and pilots. Look out. Expect visual soon. Bridge. We have visual. What the... Bridge. Look out. This is the Foxmaster. I'm adding the pilots, senior officers, and the Lord Captain to this channel. His Lordship wishes to assume personal command. Look out. Lord Captain, we have requested intel on the object from the Augur Array Module. Awaiting their response. Lord Captain on the line. No need to engage the Augurs. I know what it is. It's called a webway gate. Oh! We found a webway gate. Officer Station. Van Calix here. What we see before us is a webway gate, an artifact that Xenos used to get to their sorceress realm, so to speak. It allows Eldar to get around the sector quickly and serves as a hideout for their most unpleasant tribe, the Drukhari, whom we've already met. Officer Station. Early here. This gate is just like the one you saw on the Lilithane. The children of Azurian wander the void through such constructs, erected in ancient times. Any ship that passes through such a portal will enter a tangle of paths fathomable to none but my kind. All weapons fire. I guess we'll try. Yeah. Bridge. According to the available data, the object consists of an unknown material foreign to the Imperium. We are registering an unknown class of energy profile. The engineers are at a loss about how this technology works exactly, but they did specify that the energometry suggests that the system is holding an active charge. The object appears to be ready to do whatever it's designed to do. Can we activate it somehow? Bridge. Requesting response from the Enginarium. Bridge. Apologies, Lord Captain. The tech priests have refused to even consider such a possibility. It would be a violation of the Omnissiah's tenets and the extremely dangerous undertaking. Bridge. Perhaps a certain companion of yours could... Officer Station. Even if I knew the secret of this gate, I would never surrender it to the Monkey. The webway is our kin's sacred refuge and a deadly trap to those such as you, Atlanta. Alright, what does the officers take? Van Calix here. What was this before? Oh, okay. No, we already said that. Okay. Alright, we're changing course and moving out. Yes, Lord Captain. Maneuver engines, changing course. Bridge. Urgent report from the engineers on the Augur deck. Detecting an energy spike of an unknown nature. Cogitated network overloaded. The peripheral system is offline. Lookout. Confirming visuals. Change the gate. What is that? Oh, Drukhari vessels. Oh boy. Lord Captain, we are detecting activity near the object. Observations indicate that the signatures are very similar to ships. Lord Captain, xenos ships. Fire the sacred ordnance on one of the targets. Georgia. Lord Captain's orders. Prepare for maneuvering. Shields to max. Engines to max. Fire on the enemy on my mark only. Wait. What is that? Look out. Lord Captain, alert. Another Xeno ship inbound. Must be a boarding party. Bridge. What? Where did it come from? Look out. It was hiding nearby. It closed in undetected while we were distracted by the construct. It's right by us. It's aiming for the engines module. Bridge. Lord Captain, emergency. Confirming contact with the enemy ship in the engine area. Confirm. Alright.
I stand ready to serve you and the Imperium, Lord
I thought we
Captain.
were.
Proceed accordingly.
Oh, he just blew up, I think.
No one can outmaneuver House or Celio.
For the Emperor. Lord Captain, we have dealt with the void ships of these beasts, but a Xenos boarding party has landed on the ship. They are advancing steadily toward the plasma drive. The enforcers are being overrun, and they are asking for reinforcements. If we do not help them, this filth will destroy our vessel from the inside. Oh, okay, so there it is. We had to do the space vital, and then we're doing this one. This is gonna be good. I wonder, is this gonna be that one Drukhari?
You make my soul uneasy, Seer of Shael. Is
Make
it your
sure-
third eye? Or is it something else? Whatever it is, do not come any closer.
Alright.
I will say the same to you. The glare of your soul dazzles my sight. To the point of pain, to the point of tears. We should keep our distance.
Experience.
Is
Nothing
there money
matters
to be
more.
made? I'll brush this off.
Yeah.
Operation successful.
More monkey? Look, my kin, they can't wait to die. What's taking so long with the engine? The monkey are already here. Do not rush me, or we will perish alongside them.
Oh, they've got a bomb.
Your kind has no right to exist.
Oh, I have a trap.
Everybody moving. No more.
A man in an officer's uniform is kneeling and scrabbing around in a mess of blood and dirt on the floor. As soon as you draw nearer, you hear his feverish muttering. No, where is he? Where is my son? The lower half of the officer's face is grimy with some strange substance too pale and lumpy to be blood. The officer pays you no attention. His eyes are fixed on the floor. Wait, he's an operational officer from Deck 67-3, not from one of the local clans, which is why I remember him. He helped me bring up the new recruits from the planet. What is he doing here? Examine his face. You take another step toward the man and peer into his face. Blue veins bulge under his scab-mottled skin, and his bloodshot eyes are darting in every direction, sometimes rolling back into his head so that only the whites are visible. The strange stuff covering the officer's face is lumpy pink slime mixed with blood that is streaming from his disfigured nose. Oh. You're injured. The officer slowly runs his hands over his face, shuddering as he touches his nose. Must have been the devils. They're fast. One of them jumped on my neck and sank its claws into my face just now. Yes, that must have been what happened. Oh. The Emperor's valiant guards came to save my boy. I showed them where the swamp devils dragged Tacitus. I led them right here, like they asked. They'll make short work of the nest of those beasts. And I'll keep looking for my boy in the meantime. Master, will you help? The man's face contorts in a monstrous grimace, a mixture of pain, hope, and madness. I'll be damned if this officer has a son. Perhaps he did once, but he embarked without a family in tow. Abeloyd sighs heavily. He's cracked. Poor wretch. I believe this monkey is not here by chance. He has been in the clutches of the Dark Ones. His current state may be the bitter fruit of time spent alongside those masters of torment and madness. Oh boy. There are no guards here. I don't understand. Xenos? What Xenos? For an instant, awareness returns to the officer's eyes, and he seems to see his surroundings for the first time. His face slowly stills in horror. Emperor, preserve us. The man sneezes, and the lower half of his face is coated anew in the slime streaming from his nose. The officer casts you a pleading look. What is this nightmarish scene? I was leading the Emperor's guards to the swamp devil's nest across the marshlands of my homeworld. But instead of that, I was showing them the way to them? He points at the corpses of the Xenos with a trembling hand. Hallucinations, a heretical mirage. The guards, they weren't very chatty. One of them called me something strange. Monkey, I think? And I heard them talking among themselves. Something about seizing the ship. Don't let them through. Through to where? I don't know. Oh, it's coming over me again. Oh boy. When did they start? I don't remember. It's so strange. It's like I'm here and I'm there at the same time. But I remember many watches ago, a visit from a guardsman. After the swamp devils attacked, it seemed. He treated my injuries, did something to my face, and said that his comrades would come and do what they had to do. Excuse me. Oh, medicine. Yay! And when the rest of them came, they told me to show them the way to the nest, but we're on the ship? Where did I take them? Eldar clutches his head. Motive force struck me down. I think I've got it. The Xenos that the crew smoked out during the recent warp jump. The poor madman must have taken him for a guardsman. Remember, Lord Captain, the arranged Drukari who had bent several crew members to his will.